In this video, we're going to be talking about a really important concept, which is trusting the process. I'm John from BulldogMindset.com, where I teach you how to go from the victim mindset to the Bulldog mindset, how to develop mental toughness, how to become a stronger, better version of yourself, overcome laziness, and become the person that you want to become. Today, we're going to be talking about something that is near and dear to my heart. I'm not wearing my shirt, my Trust the Process shirt, but I even had it printed on a t-shirt for my other company, Simple Programmer, and it is trusting the process. Okay, what does that mean? So far what we've done is we've developed from our aspirations some goals. We've developed from that hopefully a system, right? A process that we're going to follow in order to achieve those goals that we can actually control, okay? And hopefully you've worked on building up accountability, okay? Building up commitment, okay? And getting to the point where you know that you can accomplish this goal if you're committed, if you're accountable, okay? And you can follow through, you can become a finisher, all right? So you know what needs to be done now, okay? And you, to your best ability, have developed a system that will allow you to get there. What does it mean now to trust the process? So at this point, it's kind of where we get into the philosophy of things, right? Because here's the thing, is it's gonna be difficult. Because anytime you embark upon a journey of self-improvement like this, what's gonna happen, okay, more than anything else, is you're going to get discouraged. You're going to feel like you're not making progress, right? I remember when I embarked upon the goal of getting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, or the aspiration and the goal of making 2,000 videos, oh man, there were days where I was like, first of all, what I'm doing isn't working. I'm not seeing subscriber growth. I'm seeing actually less subscribers. And then there would be days where I'd be like, not only that, but I suck at recording videos. I mean, I'm looking at my videos. I can't even think of what to say. I think I've lost it. I'm out of topics. I can't even think of what to say and how to say it. And I sound stupid on video anyway. And what is up with that squeaky voice when I was first recording videos and all kinds of stuff. And look at all the bad feedback people are giving me, and they're saying I'm an idiot and I'm making too many videos and I'm stupid, okay? So that was all discouraging to me, right? But what I had to do was I had to say, John, no, look, here's the thing. If you just stay the course, okay, if you just keep on making these videos and you keep on putting out the 2 videos a day or the 15 videos a week, whatever I was doing at the time, I think it was 15 a week, you will get there, because in 100 days, you'll be at 150 videos that you created in 200, or not that. In 100 days, you'll be at 200 videos or 200 something videos, right? And in 200 days, you'll be at 400. In 300 days, you'll be at 600. You'll be putting on like 700 and something videos a year. And if you can stay this course for 2 years, I was already at like, had so many hundred videos on the channel, then you'll be there. You will be there, and you will get there, and the results may or may not come. You may not get 100,000 subscribers, but you've already calculated that this is your best chance of it, that this is the thing that you're going to do. You've already come up with the system. You've already come up with the process. Now you just need to trust the process. Trusting the process is all about divorcing the results, okay, from the actions, right? And this is really, really hard for us to do, because in life, we're kind of taught that, the cause and effect, right? We think we do something, and then we get a reaction, we get a response from that, we get the effect of it, and so that's how we learn, okay? So we have to unwire our brains a little bit, and we have to say, look, sometimes, certain things have a delayed reaction. So for example, right, if you eat fast food, right, if you eat a bunch of junk food all the time, okay, let's say you go and eat at McDonald's every night or whatever, I don't want to pick on McDonald's, but whatever, you're eating junk, you're eating snacks, you're eating sugar, all this kind of high fattening foods. One time doing it is not going to make you fat, and it's not going to give you heart disease, okay? But if you continue to do it over time, you're going to get that result. And so that's why so many of us are fat. If you're overweight, if you're obese, okay, maybe one of the reasons why is because you don't have immediate feedback like you do if you put your hand on a hot stove. Okay, if you put your hand on a hot stove, bam, it burns. You're not going to do that again. Okay, so our brains are more wired for us to get immediate feedback and to respond to that. But the things that, fall into the whole, reaping, the sowing and reaping, right? The harvest principle. Those things we're not wired for, so we have to specifically program ourselves to do it. We have to understand and learn delayed gratification, right? We have to disconnect the results from the actions, and what we have to focus on is not results. Okay? Eventually we evaluate things and we look at results, and results do matter. In order to accomplish these goals, in order to accomplish what you want to do, you need to focus on right action. Because, and again, I could take you back to poker. Okay? When I was playing poker semi-professionally, when I was thinking about playing professionally, one of the things I had to learn, as I was on my road to professional poker playing, is that you have to divorce the actions from the results. Why? Because there's a certain amount of luck involved in it, right? There's actually a really good book on this. I'm going to link to a few things here by Annie Duke. It's called Thinking in Bets. Okay, check out the book. It'll be in the description below as well. I highly recommend you read that. But she expresses something that I had never heard anyone really express before, which I'm telling you now, which is this idea that essentially, and it's a poker idea, but applying it to life, which is basically this, is that look, okay, in poker, one of the things you have to learn is that there is a right action that you can make, right? You have odds. Like if you have a certain amount of money in the pot, okay, and you need to bet a certain amount of money, and you know that you'll probably win if you get a flush. Let's say that you've got 4 to the flush, and you know that the odds of getting that flush are probably 1 in 5, okay, then mathematically there is a correct move, okay? Now, mathematically the correct move is going to have you losing 4 out of 5 times. Okay, I'm simplifying things. The math isn't quite exactly like that, but for those of you following along. So 4 out of 5 times making the right action is going to cause you to lose. Okay, but 1 out of 5 times, the amount of money that you're going to make from that right action from winning is going to more than make up for the 4 out of 5 times that you lose. Does that make sense, you guys? Does that make sense? Okay, and so that's how life is. And that's why it's so critical to trust the process instead of focusing on results. Instead, what you have to do, and what I learned in poker, was that I had to learn what is the right action. And I had to learn that separate from the results. If I looked at the results, sometimes I would make a stupid play and bet the wrong odds, where the odds were against me in poker, and I would win the pot and I would win money. I don't want to train myself to base it on the results. There was a lot of luck involved in that. And sometimes you're going to get unlucky. And that's the same thing in life in general, right? So the best thing that we can do as human beings, as fallible human beings, not being able to see the future, not being able to control the random elements of luck in our lives, okay, and having imperfect information, right? If you had perfect information in poker, if you knew what cards were coming, you wouldn't have to do this, right? You would just base it completely on the results. Your action produces this result, but life is not like that. It's full of imperfect information. I can't tell you the best way to become an entrepreneur and to make money. I can't tell you that absolutely if you follow this diet, you're going to lose weight and how much. I can't tell you that absolutely you're going to have success with women if you say this thing, okay? I can't tell you any of those things with absolute certainty. But what I can tell you is this, is that the best chance that you will have of accomplishing your goals, of getting what you want out of life, of being successful, will be if you analyze and figure out what is the right action. What is the thing? That's what we've been working on so far. That's the system, right? When we go back to my YouTube videos, maybe it's not the best thing, but the best thing I came up with was make 2,000 videos, John, and do 2 videos a day. And so what I did was I trusted the process. Okay, that was the right action to take. I don't care about the results. At the end, when I'm done making 2,000 videos, then we'll look at the results and we'll see what happens. And maybe we have some checkpoints in between there. Let's not, be so extreme. It doesn't mean you have to go on a path for 2 years and not. But it may be, right? If you've thought it through and you think that's the right path and that's the right action, follow it through to the end, to the finish. What you need to do is you need to develop this skill of trusting the process, of just saying that, you know what? If I do this enough times, if I do the system that I've already implemented, and if I execute this, that's where my chance of the results are the highest. But if I second guess myself, if I change directions, if I'm constantly doing something different from one day to the next, I'm eroding those chances. I'm making something that's unmeasurable. I'm not going far enough. I'm not digging deep enough. Okay? It's really, really sad to dig a hole and to be, 3 feet from gold, 3 feet from treasure, okay, and just not to have gone the extra 3 feet, to dig a 50-foot hole and to be so close to getting the reward. And that's how a lot of things in life are. You have to be able to keep on digging. So that's where trusting the process comes in. It's about divorcing the results from the actions that lead to those results, because actions cannot guarantee you those results, not in an imperfect world with imperfect information. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to take the best of our ability, the best knowledge that we have about what will likely produce those results, and we have to not look at the results for a while. Instead, trust the process, execute, and that at some point we go and we look at the results, and hopefully we have them. And if we don't, it doesn't mean we're not doing the right thing. We might still need to keep on plowing and keep on going, because it's still the right course of action. So you got to separate, clearly in your mind, the difference between what is right action, okay, and the results that will get you there. All right, guys. Join me tomorrow for, what are we going to be on? Day 8 here. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.